everyone, and there we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How are you? I'm here with Stephanie. Her and I are going to talk a little bit about your why and how to find your why. I would like you to share a little bit about your why before we get started, and kind of talk about a little bit about who you are, and tell them all your story, how you got to where you're at.
Me?
Yes, you.
How we got to MLSP, or to find my why?
To find your why, MLSP, how you ended up where you're at today.
Well, we kind of started with, like of many, a product that we liked. And then we decided, well, let's share it with the world. And then we decided, hey, let's spam everybody, not knowing we were spamming everybody. So it became very apparent that we were going to have to, slow our roll and decide we were going to run this business like a real business. So that's when I sent Kelly out to find a system to run our system. And he found Samantha. He had heard about, something back way years prior. And it was the owners now of MLSP, which, we find all of our great content from, and training and some of our systems. But the big thing was, it's not just about running your business. It's about keeping your mind in the game. And that's kind of, I don't know, I guess I'm going off in another direction, but with Kelly, he went and found Samantha, and we started learning, following the trainings in the back office, and wanting to do with our company what everybody else was doing, but not really sure why we weren't getting there. Well, a lot of it has to do with mindset. If you're not telling yourself you're part of your business, if you're not telling yourself, you're worthy and things like that, you really aren't going to be able to create the value for other people that is in your head. So that's kind of where we came from. And now we've got a couple businesses, and we're working with Samantha. We come here every Tuesday and we give business tips, and that's about where we're at right now, isn't it?
Nice.
We're doing a lot of motivational in my mindset. I got some books.
Yes, the mindset is key. Very, very important. Probably the most important aspect of your business, and that is exactly why we're here today. Like Stephanie said, we are here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time, and 12 p.m. Stephanie's time, Florida Eastern. I'm in Colorado, Stephanie's in Florida, and we meet here. Charmaine just joined us as well. She's in North Carolina. And we meet here every week for 30 minutes, and we basically talk to each other and give value to our audience who comes, as well as work on our own business. So that is what happens here on Tipsy Tuesday. If you are new, I know we do have Deborah on right now.
Hi, Debbie.
New to Tipsy Tuesday. So first of all, is Charmaine up?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm frozen.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some slides for you guys I want to share with you. First of all, I'm going to go through these slides, and what I want you to know about how we're going to deal with this finding your why. It's a lot of values. Like Stephanie had said earlier, the mindset is so key and important when it comes to success, especially as an entrepreneur. We tend to wear a ton of different hats, and we run into things where we're constantly, I like to call myself a firefighter, because there's sometimes I'm constantly just putting out fires and trying to figure out how to do this and running into walls, and there's just so much when it comes to this business. When it comes to, you have your autoresponder, you have your custom relationship manager where, you know, you're doing your follow-up and you're calling people and trying, you know, getting them to join your business, and prospecting and social media. Oh my goodness, that's a whole nother world on its own. Social media can get you trapped in, so you really have to just know your why and keep in the front of your mind why you are doing what you're doing, and just really focus on getting the things done that you need to get done in your daily activities. So I'm going to start with some slides. If you have a pen and paper, it would be handy to write down some of these things that I'm going to go over, because they are exercises where I'm going to have you do it on your own. You know, I'm going to explain to you how to do it, and then, you know, you really have to go ahead and do this on your own to find your why and really figure out how to get to the next level in your business and get your mindset going. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let's see. Slideshow. Okay, finding your why. These are just some values that I have written down. You can add your own values to this, whatever, you know, whatever it is that you feel for yourself. So some of the things that I have, for example, is love, respect, creativity, family, service, trust, purpose, freedom, achievement. Some people, you know, for me, I'm definitely a more of an achiever. I want to see the rankings. I want to see all that stuff. So, commitment, persistence, confidence, integrity, and legacy. Like I said, huh? Oh, okay. Like I said,
I had to get more light.
huh?
I had to get more light. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know, write these down. Write down whatever other ones that you have that mean something special to you. You can add whatever. But once you get all of these written down, then write down your top 10. I know it can be difficult to do that, but just write down your top 10. It doesn't have to be in any particular order on this step of finding your why. I hope that's enough time for everybody. You know, freedom to do what you want.
Well, it's recorded, so if you need to come back.
Okay. And on the next step of how to find your why, you're going to go ahead and write for 5 minutes what you would like to accomplish. Whatever that is, if it's freedom, if it's rankings, eating healthier, buying a house, going on field trips with a kid, being able to take the kid to school and back, travel, have some time for yourself, read more, meditate, work out, whatever that is, just sit down and don't worry about what you're writing, you know, just write. Write what it is that you want to accomplish, because this is a very important step to know exactly what it is. You know, we can all say, I want to, you know, I want this and I want that, but do we really know what we want to accomplish completely? So just write for 5 minutes on what it is that you would like to accomplish. Then you're going to go ahead, and these ones you are going to want to write down, because I want you to put these ones in order from 1 to 12. So you have creativity, achievement, excellence, commitment, integrity, persistence, freedom, service, trustworthy, respect, joy, and love. So whatever comes first for you, you know, like if freedom to, you know, be able to take your kids or travel the world is, you know, your first priority, then write that as number 1, and then just go from there, listing which of these values you put in order from 1 to 12. And then from there, success is yours. What you need to do, and I know this is going to be a little bit tough, but you're going to take both those lists, your first list of your 10 values in no particular order, and then your second list of the 12 values in order. And from both of those lists, you got to pick your top 5. So if your top 5 is, respect, achievement, love, freedom, and creativity, then write those 5 down. And honestly, once you get these 5 down, just really look at the words and really think to yourself, what is it that makes that one value more important than another value? And what makes those 5 the most important to you? And figure out how you're going to, 1, brand yourself around it on social media, and 2, express it. So once you get your top 5 down, write down, starting from today, how you are going to express those values. So, if health is something important to you, health is important to me, very important to me, but for some reason I have a hard time eating healthy.
Okay.
So,
We all do.
So write down, starting from here, like, what are you going to do? Even if it's as small as, I won't drink that 1 soda a day anymore to keep, myself healthy, or whatever it is. Write for 5 minutes or however long you want to, how you're going to express those values throughout from today forward. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay. Does it make sense to you, Charmaine?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then with MLSP, we've talked a little bit about MLSP, and we're all involved inside of MLSP. We have a morning wake up call every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 9 a.m. my time.
It's 11 here.
Yeah. And this morning they actually talked about, Steve actually talked about the why and how to get to the why, and he kind of talked a lot about the Rocky film, and he said, so I added an extra slide to today's Tipsy Tuesday, because this is something that I picked up from the wake up call this morning. And if you have never joined one of these wake up calls, they are free. They are Monday through Friday. If you have a pen, write down this phone number, and I advise you jump on, because it is absolutely amazing. It's roughly about 20 minutes, can be a little shorter, can be a little longer, but you basically have top earners come out and they express themselves. They get you motivated. They give you tips on how to really get yourself going. So his tips today were, say 3 times a day: I am worthy, I have value, I am powerful, and I fight for. You pick whatever you fight for. You fight for your family, you fight for your freedom, you fight for your son, your daughter, whatever it is that you fight for. The reason why you are getting up every morning and going through the things that we go through as entrepreneurs to make it happen, whatever that is, fill in that blank. And when you do this, when you say this 3 times a day, whatever it is, pull your ear, pull your hair, slap your shoulder, slap your knees, whatever it is, do that as well. So that when even if you, by the time you do this so many times, 3 times a day, if you're out talking to someone, at the supermarket or whatever, and start to perform, your presentation or whatever, and it is like a pull of an ear that you have done every single time, you go and you pull your ear, and your mind will automatically say to itself, without you having to say it, I am worthy, I have value, I am powerful, and I fight for whatever it is that you fight for. So
Are you talking about anchoring?
Huh?
Anchoring. It's a movement where you practice it time and time again. Like you talked about, I am worthy, I'm valuable, I'm powerful. You make a movement, and that movement reminds you of something. So that's something you can also use to keep yourself when you're in situations that are, bringing you down, or you're talking yourself down. It's a movement where, you can do a brush of your hair and think of something that made you happy, and you practice it at least 25 times a day, and you will start feeling that emotion as you brush your hair. It will automatically come, you think of a time where you had extreme happiness when you do these ingrained techniques. So mine happens to be I put my left hand on my leg and kind of give it a little squeeze, and just think of some time in my life that, I brought joy to a child, one of my kids, or I received an award or something like that. And eventually, all you'll need to do is just give yourself a little squeeze, a hair tuck, whatever, and then you'll be able to bring yourself back to that place automatically. So that is one thing that I've been learning and working on in the last couple of months. It's called anchoring. Samantha just told you to do it, and she didn't even know what it was called. So.
Yeah, I didn't. It's the same thing. Every single morning, just wake up and do, affirmations, whatever it is, read affirmations, or however it is that you do mindset, just like I said. Did I give the phone number to the wake-up call? Or did I just talk about it?
I'll tell you.
No, you just talked about it.
Okay, the wake-up call phone number is 832-551-5901. That call starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will prompt you to put in a code. The code is 100669#. And then at that point, you'll be put into 5 minutes before the call. It is live. So, you can introduce yourself. I come on, I say Samantha Wall from Denver. I heard Stephanie on this morning. Stephanie from Naples. From Naples.
Hey.
I always say that. So you have 5 minutes. So if you don't want to introduce yourself, I recommend you do after so many times, just so that these people will start knowing you, because they will find you on Facebook. They will hunt you down. So it's a really good way to expose yourself to other people as well. But if you don't want to, just press *6 on your phone so that you mute out and none of your background noise is interfering with the people who are introducing themselves. And then at that point, they will mute you at 9 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock, the top earner will come on and speak as far as whatever they're talking on. And today was, a little bit of Rockies, a little bit of finding your why, a little bit of everything. It was pretty amazing. I actually got off and I was crying. So I was like, oh my God.
Well, he's so emotional, as it is, because he found his why, and we've had the opportunity to meet him too. So he's very inspirational, that's for sure.
Yeah. And just remember, in this whole finding your why and really honing in on the most important things in your life, you need to make sure to keep repeating that to yourself every day, as far as what it is that you want to accomplish and things like that. How do you find your why, Charmaine?
I have to talk to myself. I have to encourage myself, because I was saying the same thing earlier when I was doing our recording earlier. The very people we think should believe in us and should have our back don't. And I think oftentimes it's because they don't understand where we're going and where we're supposed to be. I think you have to know, the entrepreneurial mindset is so unique in itself that most people will think you crazy. They're going to be like, girl, you told me you're going to be a millionaire, and like you got a dollar in your pocket. You're using your EBT card. Girl, goodbye. And, but if you don't believe and say it to yourself constantly, there's no absolute way that anyone else would find value in what you're doing or saying. But first, you got to find the value in you. That's why you got to keep saying it. Like you said, like Kelly said, the anchoring. Boy, that's powerful. That's powerful. It's the reminder of why you started doing this from the beginning. That's why you told them, they need those 5 things. I am worthy. Like, you need to know you're valuable. You got to know that. I have value. Every time I open my mouth, I'm speaking wealth things and tips to you that could drive whatever's necessary for you to make your business happen. I am powerful. I've studied and I've researched what I'm saying. What I'm giving you is no way this cannot be of value to you. And when you say it, you can say it with power. You know, people are attracted to people who are powerful. We don't want anyone who's not strong-minded. And, you know, why do I fight? You know, what is my purpose of fighting? I fight for whatever that thing is. So the affirmation is saying it. You just nailed it. Like, everything you're saying is what I'm doing. Because you know how this game is. You know, you wake up on top of the world. By the end of the day, your pipeline and what the hell, and all the leads and prospects you thought you had decide they don't want to do it right now, or they ain't sure, they ain't got no money. It's always something to prevent, and it could be discouraging some days. It could be very discouraging some days, and you got to keep going.
Absolutely. I would 100% agree. I mean, one night you can go to bed and feel like, yeah. And then the next day you jump on and, you know, you get on Facebook. And this is one definite point, too. Do not compare yourself to anyone else in this industry. Because as soon as you get on Facebook or whatever and someone says, oh, I signed up, 6 Mastery members yesterday. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and I like that. And
you really can't.
Got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You truly cannot compare yourself to other people for the mere fact that I honestly believe, no matter what, guys, this is a process. We all have to go through a process. We all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different households. You know, some people have support, some people have no support. Some people question their own, ways. That's why finding your why is so, so important, so that you can every day know, why I'm fighting? I'm fighting every day so that I can still take my son to school, so that I can take him to field trips, so that I can be there when someone bullies him at school. I want to know that I don't have to turn around to someone else and say, hey, I have to go get my son because, something happened at school and he wants to come home. And they go, well, you don't have any more vacation time, so can you get your, daycare person to come pick him up? No, I want to be there for him. I want him to know that I'm there. I'm going to be that girl that, well, probably not make brownies, but
you might buy the brownies and bring them.
I'll go with you. I'm a box baker. That's what I call myself. I'm a box baker, okay?
Yeah.
But that is why I fight every day, is for that. So, and to remind myself of that, literally brings tears to my eyes, because it's the truth. And if I sit back and I don't do my daily things that I need to do to get to where I want to get, I might as well throw in the towel, and there's no way that's happening. So, so I don't know if anyone has any questions. If, Stephanie said, this will be recorded. If you are not in our Facebook Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind group, go over to Facebook, and in the search bar you can write in Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind and come on over and join the group. In that group we repost the reruns and things like that. So, motivational stuff and, the wake-up calls. I saw Kelly was posting some of the wake-up calls. That was awesome. So yeah, definitely come over there. If, find any of us on Facebook, anywhere, my link is Samantha S. Wall, pretty much everywhere, at Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, Facebook, I think it's Sammy S. Wall. What's your name, Steph?
Yeah.
Steph L. Butler. I'm on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram for that, but Kelly and Stephanie on Facebook.
And what about you, Charmaine?
I am at Charmaine Ridley on Instagram and Twitter, but if you want to talk a lot about business with me, at BizLoanQueen on Twitter, and of course I'm Charmaine Ridley on Facebook. Charmaine Ridley or CharmaineRidley.com. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Charmaine actually got first page Google.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
still
not
working that.
teaching us
I'm
about
still
that.
working that show. You know, I went when I fell down one day. I was about to lose my mind. I was like, no, no, no. You should have seen me in here. You not realize I hadn't paid for it, so you know you need to stop. Okay, it was, but I understand the power of the hashtag. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll definitely, maybe
I'm gonna
next
show
week.
you how Instagram shut my account down. I cannot tell you why they shut down at Biz Lone Queen. I was on a roll. They just shut it down. They said
Which one?
they don't even tell you why. At Biz Lone Queen on Instagram, they shut my account down, and I was like, now I would have been, I would have been offended had I showed my body, because then I could understand why they would have shut it down.
Oh, come on now.
It would have been like, girl, don't you ever do that again, okay? Because I was twerking, with all the fat jiggling. That is not how. But it was complete inspirational. So I was like, this is the devil. So I was like, I was so depressed but what it did remind me of is why my website is not wasn't at the time set up properly to capture leads of my own people. So even if they had to shut down any social network, it wouldn't have mattered because I would have created my own by having my list. So that list building is so important. But people were searching me out. It was crazy. I was like, you know what? But social media, we're one big family. You know how this goes. We feel like we know each other forever. Yeah, they found me. Yeah, they did. They found me. And so I redid. I saw another business and I redid my name, and people was just like, hey, what happened to your other account? So I have this thing that I posted that says Instagram's real childish. Follow my backup page. I made a banner. Y'all know how I do it. I got a banner that's Instagram real childish. And then I got another one that says Instagram real petty. Follow my backup page. Because I don't know why they did it, but they did. Who knows?
And that's exactly it. Some of the biggest six-figure earners can have their, YouTube channel after 5 years shut down. I mean, that's part of the industry. That's another reason why you got to say, I am worthy, I am powerful, I have value, and I fight for.
Yes.
That's what we got to do.
Yes. Yeah, but look who found me. April Marie Tucker said, what's up? She found me, and I was screaming. I said, they shut my other page down. She said, but I found you. What's up? So, yeah, we doing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, I definitely have to say, if anybody wants to know Instagram, go follow Samantha. She's got it going on with her videos every day. And
booming on Instagram. That's how I found her. I found you on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're inseparable because I'm stuck to you like glue. So yeah. What all the tips that you gave me, any Instagram that I started, like I told you, I started it a week ago, and I'm already at 200 or 300 people just in the last week. So that, if they go to your Instagram, they're going to get the download book. Yeah. They go. Everything you give them in there is awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. They'll build real fast. I won't even know how it happened. People be following you just constantly. So yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. That's how I found her. Instagram.
That's right. I've been dabbling in everything. Now I'm over at Twitter and this Periscope.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at you, Samantha. Yep. You got me and Charmaine. Like, we found Samantha, and now our lives are saved.
That's what it's like. Ladies, you got people behind you too, man.
Yeah, we did.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. You got to step up and start teaching. You guys are valuable. If you are watching this right now, if you are on this webinar, or if you are watching the rerun, I want you to pat yourself on the back right now, because the most important thing to do is to educate yourself, with knowledge. Take anything that you can get from this webinar and re-change it into whatever it is, whether it be blogging, whether it be a video, however it is that you're going to get your content out. If you're on Facebook and that's what you do and you post there, that's fine. Post something. Give someone something that's going to change their life, and they will remember you forever. They will. You are automatically branding yourself as soon as you start helping others, and you work for those thank yous. You don't work for the money. You work for those thank yous. The money comes later. So remember that. And as of now, I don't think we have any questions, and I'm one of those sticklers on 30 minutes, so we're going to shut this down for now. If you want to chat with us, I'll jump over on to the Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind Facebook page for a little bit. If you have any questions, contact us at whoever you want to. We all gave you our handles and things like that, our CV handles. Here, my handle. And remember, keep your why right here at all times, because it takes strong people. And just like Charmaine said, not everybody's going to support you in this. But the truth is, and I believe this wholeheartedly, one, it is a process. Every single one of us, whether it be 6 months for you or 5 years for you. If it takes 5 years to get there, ask yourself, is it worth it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just keep your why in the forefront. Make sure that you understand it's a process, and go out there and work for your thank yous. So as for now, ladies, I would love to get together with you here this week, chit-chat some more. So we'll figure something out.
Great.
Definitely.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Happy Tipsy Tuesday.
Have a great one.
You too. Go get 'em.